Talking about dogs this morning, well, should dogs be banned on the basis of their behaviour or their breed? The RSPCA wants to change the 25-year-old Dangerous Dogs Act because it says there's no proper evidence that breeds such as pit bull terriers are more likely to be aggressive than any other types of dogs. This comes as the Metropolitan Police prepares to put down 300 illegal dogs seized from owners this year. Shakira Miles is a veterinary nurse at the RVC London Hospital and is here. Well, she joins me on the line now. Good morning to you, Shakira.
Good morning.
So these numbers would suggest that the law is ignoring a huge problem. I mean, is it working as intended?
Well, the fact of the matter is that the Dangerous Dogs Act was created to reduce dog bites. However, dog bites have increased by, 76% over the last 10 years. So is it effective? Doesn't really seem to be.
So dog bites have increased. Why do dogs bite?
There could be various reasons. It could be that the dog's frightened. It could be that the dog isn't very well socialised. It could be that the dog has had a bad experience. A dog will always bite for a reason unless somebody has trained that dog to do something, such as maybe a dog that's a guard dog or a dog that is being used in a very inappropriate way.
So for the dogs that are being used in an inappropriate way, what would you like to see happen?
I think with regards to looking at this as a law itself, so looking at what we would say deed, not breed, people that are using dogs irresponsibly or, as weapons should certainly be dealt with, seriously. This is a real concern, not only for public safety, but also for animal welfare. These dogs generally don't want to bite anybody, and to encourage a dog to behave in that way is usually with a serious amount of negative enforcement to get that dog to behave in that manner.
So is there such a thing as a dangerous breed? Are people breeding dogs that are naturally aggressive or have the intention of doing harm?
There is absolutely no scientific evidence to suggest that there are breeds that are more dangerous than other breeds. So there's papers produced constantly throughout the year in veterinary journals, in human sort of scientific journals as well. There's absolutely no data to suggest that particular types of dogs are more aggressive and more likely to bite than others. There's a lot of data on this. However, there is absolutely no scientific data to suggest that breed-specific bans work in any country. And we are seeing now more and more countries taking that breed-neutral stance where they just get rid of this breed-specific law and actually encourage education rather than legislation against preventing dog bites.
And what would that education entail?
Well, I think every sort of country is slightly different. So it would be to ensure that children know how to behave around dogs. It would be to ensure that anyone that has used a dog inappropriately will be dealt with, or a dog that might have frightened somebody or has been seen to be acting dangerously out of control is dealt with there and then and isn't ignored. It doesn't matter whether the dog is a Chihuahua. It doesn't matter if the dog is a larger breed, such as a German Shepherd or a Labrador. It doesn't matter. Any dog can cause damage. However, how the public perceive this is very different. A smaller dog biting or chasing somebody would be seen maybe more of a comical act, whereas a larger dog such as Staffy, if that dog was behaving in exactly the same way, would be seen as a far more negative behaviour.
So the Metropolitan Police killing these 300 dogs, in your opinion, doesn't make any difference?
No, it will make no difference. There's no proper laws on breeding, so anyone can breed these dogs. And also, they're mongrels. They're not a particular breed of dog. And even if they are, looked at and assessed as pit bull terrier type dogs, there is absolutely no determination of how many characteristics or what percentage of characteristics that dog needs to be considered as a pit bull terrier type dog. And this also includes puppies. This includes dogs that have done absolutely nothing wrong. And
So would they actually kill puppies based on how they look then?
Yeah, there is no law on that. So I think what's been happening in the media over the last 24 hours has been mostly based on owned dogs. However, I think we're very much forgetting all the dogs that go into rehoming centres that have to be looked at and assessed by a dog legislation officer to see whether that dog fits into those characteristics of a pit bull terrier type dog before that dog is rehomed. Now, there is no set policy to suggest that a dog cannot be looked at a certain age if it's unowned. And in my career, I have seen plenty of puppies that have been euthanized in rehoming centres because of how they look and they can't be rehomed. Yet these dogs have done nothing wrong. They're innocent young dogs. In owned dogs, from the age of 6 months, they can be assessed whether they are considered a dangerous dog, which also has not been defined.
So this is the other thing that always confuses me. I will hear things like there are 4 types of dangerous dogs. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that's a breed or whether it's just a dog that's badly behaved. Its owner doesn't know how to take control of it and it needs a muzzle. I don't understand that, and I think a lot of people are in the same situation. Is there any single dog in the universe, in the canine universe, that you consider dangerous?
No. A dog that has acted dangerously out of control or is showing those behaviours is a dog that could potentially be dangerous. Right. However, dangerousness has never been defined, and I would like somebody to explain what that term actually means. Is it a dog that has its legs that are at a particular length, or is it a dog that's actually behaved inappropriately?
Shakira Miles, thank you so much for your time and for your expertise this morning. Shakira is a veterinary nurse at the RVC London Hospital. We can continue to take your calls on so-called dangerous dogs, 0207 224 2000. You can also text me, 81333. If you don't start your message with the word London, though, the text won't come to me. And if you're emailing, it's simply Nikki, NIKKI, @bbc.co.uk. 6:45 and Paul Murphy Casp has your travel.